And we're back. Get another beer going, and it's time to keep pushing through Pandora's Temple. This one does 1, 2, 3. Roll. 1. Oh god. The roll probably not the best technique there. It seems to expose me to more danger than it protects me from. Okay, health increase. Good, because I was a little bit lower on health than I would like. That may mean that that's my last health increase, I don't know. One of the other things I don't understand about the Gorgonize is that I'm killing live Gorgons on the reg. Seems like it'd be pretty easy to just collect their eyes. I'm guessing that was the last health upgrade. And I think I'm only maybe halfway through the game, so that seems early. Yeah, I'll save that for later. Okay, this is a climbable wall. I wasn't aware of that. The little short ladder should have been a good clue for that. This is so tedious. They really need to make the guys take that many hits? Whatever, it was their first outing. Can't be perfect on the first time. These guys aren't even giving me red orbs. I'm getting a little bit from knocking them into the wall. But somehow I knocked that guy down with his buddy. That was cool. Spamming this attack, take these guys out. Not super interesting, but pretty effective. And this guy's gonna grab my ankle here. Just do it. I guess he's not going to. Oh my god. It's really annoying that these guys aren't even giving me any red orbs. Annoying and weird. Quasi-unbalanced. Okay, so I think that's a shortcut. Okay, so we've got these guys that I gotta break their shields with the Plume of Prometheus. Or I can probably just do this. No, I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Please be less annoying. There we go. Now I can do this. What is below me? I guess I'll find out soon enough. Once again, I don't know why you would say no. It seems like the ambient noise in this room is quite loud. I think the Minotaur boss must be below me. Spoiler for anybody who hasn't played this game before. Once again, I'd be shocked if you exist, but I guess I have to assume you do. I guess if you didn't have a PS2, but no. It's only the best-selling console of all time, so I'd be pretty surprised if there are too many people out there who didn't have a PS2. But I'm sure there are a few. This one guy does the cheap fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This one does the 2. 1. That was both of them. Shit. Roll, roll. Okay, made it. Perfect. So not a terrible waste of time to open that up beforehand, since we had to do it anyways, and it stays open. That was a little nice of the developers. Thank you, David. The loading screen once again. I'm curious to how much the original loads, or whether it's mostly a PS3 specific issue, and also whether it's mostly a disc version specific issue. To get on the other side of them so I can use the camera to actually see stuff. These guys are so obnoxious. And this camera, thank you for that camera switch. Thank you for that as well. The camera angle, I'd say the camera is the worst part about this game. These guys are a close second. I haven't tried the Blade of Artemis on them. It's pretty good. It's almost sort of universally pretty good. I didn't like it against the Medusas, but that was also because there were 4 of them. It might just be a 4 Medusa specific problem. I really hate the camera in this room. I know I mentioned that already, but I'll mention it again. What do I need to upgrade the Blade of Artemis? What do I get? Blade power increase. No new moves. So I think you start with all the moves for this one. Really tempting. Yeah. YOLO. Power increase. Same thing at the next level. Does it look any different? Yes. It looks worse. So this is obviously supposed to be Atlas. Titan Atlas. Cursed forever to hold the earth on his shoulders. It's probably a fairly well-known fact. Pretty good. So the only issue with it is its animations are kind of long, which makes canceling out of them. Well, I mean, you can't cancel out of them. It just flat out can't. But that's the only really annoying thing about it. What? That was bizarre, primarily because when we pulled this lever earlier, that little poker thing poked forward, but when we pulled it this time, the statue of Atlas, which I guess has some sort of mechanical devices inside of it, chucked the ball. So I don't know what the point of the little poker thing was, but okay. How much is it to upgrade the blade again? 10,000. Oh my goodness. So I'm sorry, Blade, I don't think you're getting upgraded again anytime soon. We've got a coffin here. So it's now changed from servant to subject. I'm guessing... I don't recall Pathos Verdes. That doesn't even sound like a Greek name at all. But I'm guessing the story plot line is now going to be him eventually getting angry at the gods by the end of it. Go from subject to servant, or servant to subject to God knows what he'll eventually go to. Enemy? Oh. Well, this is very nice of you, Kratos. I don't think I'd be on there this tight. I've seen this man literally rip people in half with no effort whatsoever. But he had difficulty with pulling a skeleton's head off, which I think would be attached by essentially nothing, because the ligaments and stuff have already long since gone away. Yeah, I do need help desperately. Not desperately, but I can use it. This may be the Hades door. That'd be a convenient shortcut. Nice little bit of quiet time here.
The wrecked bodies of those who had gone in search of Pandora's box lay before him, and at once Kratos knew who was responsible. For this was not the first time he'd seen the ruin Ares and his minions had left in their wake. Kratos had experienced it firsthand, years before. The youngest and boldest captain in the Spartan army, Kratos inspired fierce loyalty in his men. It had always been enough to carry them through any battle. Until this day. The barbarians to the east numbered in the thousands, and descended on the Spartans without mercy. The battle lasted near hours. The discipline and training of the Spartans did little to stem the tide of the merciless barbarians. The soldiers faced a massacre, while their young captain faced the end of his brilliant career and his life. But to Kratos, victory was worth any price, even his soul.
Ares! Destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
That desperate call for aid would come to haunt Kratos for all his days.
By the gods, what have I become?
Okay, a little bit more backstory for Kratos there. I think his past is pretty well known and pretty hinted at throughout the entire game. And here is, I believe, the backside of the Hades door, so I was correct about that. Once again, no R2 spamming prompt. I guess the game is sometimes done with that because I got it for the Architect's Son. This shouldn't actually go anywhere because... Oh, what? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Hits. Okay, so that's how I got the Hitman and Hitman 2 trophies. This magic is insanely broken for spamming, or for getting some cheap hits. Well, not cheap, but completely legitimate, but for getting your hit counter up very high. Cool. Architect's Son's skull, I guess, is going to go into the skull door. The reason this doesn't make sense to me is I could have sworn... Okay. That answers that question. One thing I do want to check before I move on is if there were any other doors that I could have rotated this hallway into. It'd be very sneaky. I strongly suspect that there was one other option that would have led me a little bit farther down this rotating hallway. Won't be entirely shocked if I'm wrong, though. Just the entrance. Yeah, it's just the entrance. Okay. Now, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because I'm fairly certain that this was already here when we came in the entrance. Does that mean there's two doorways? I don't know. I could just be misremembering. Seems a little odd to me that the temple architect designed the temple so that his son's head would be needed to open a door. Oh my. Okay. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure that's how I would have designed it. I think I probably would have preferred that my child's head not be needed to progress through the temple. I feel like that would create a perverse incentive that I would have a strong disinclination towards. What do I know? Okay. So this is another inner ring. Looks like I need to find a way to drain it. I'd love to be able to rotate the camera here, but cannot do so. Must be a way to rotate this ring as well. See if I can figure that out really quickly. I don't know how else I'll access that ladder. I'm guessing I can't just double jump up there. Yeah, I can. This is the entrance. Okay. Huh. Well. I'm a little puzzled here. So I see that I've got to be able to drain this ring. I figure the only way to do that is going to be to rotate. Well, I don't know. I suppose there could be some way to, you know. I don't know. Am I supposed to run along the top of this thing? Ow. Maybe. Am I supposed to break this? I'm so confused right now. It doesn't appear that I'm supposed to block it. And every time I try to, or break it, every time I try to jump on top of it, I just take damage, so that doesn't seem to be the correct path either. Am I supposed to do that? I guess I can give it a try, but it may kill me. Jump on the back of it? Okay, I'm supposed to run on top of it. that seemed pointless, but cool. Seems like the developers realized people might take a beating trying to pull that off.